hi guys from Denmark, and does really fine hair on your face cause acne? Luna Palace asks. I don't think that really fine hair on your face causes acne. If you pluck it, like if you wax it and maybe it grows up from underneath the skin, sometimes it can get ingrown and that can cause you to have an acne breakout. You're less likely to get an ingrown hair with a very fine, what we call vellus hair, versus a really curly, maybe beard hair, or if you have curly hair in this area, that can cause more of an ingrown hair, which can lead to a breakout more so. So, you know, I don't think that fine hairs, we get a lot of complaints of people having vellus hairs that are promoting acne breakouts. Okay, so I have a question from Wisty Rose 13. Hello, Wisty Rose. Thank you for the question. I hear dandruff shampoo helps with acne because of the zinc oxide. Is this true? You know, that question, that's been around lately. It's been publicized lately. I haven't done a TikTok about it per se, but, and you don't have to hold that up the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, I feel bad for you, like holding it. Just hold up when I'm ready for a question.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They're working so hard over there. I just feel bad that she's like standing there holding up this sign here. But thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, so the dandruff shampoos, what they feel like they help because of the zinc oxide. So I think that people are thinking that there's a lot of fungal acne out there. That tends to be a trend, and I haven't really spoken about this because it kind of goes in depth, but there's not that much fungal acne. I mean, I don't think that this washing your face with sort of Head and Shoulders or shampoos that have that zinc in it is really going to make a big difference in a lot of people. But what I like to say, as I said before, is that these things are pretty harmless, and hey, you know, if something bugs you, I mean, if something you notice really makes a big difference and it's not harmful for you, then do it, right? If you really feel strongly that washing your face with Head and Shoulders every now and then helps your face to clear up more, hey, more power to you. But do I think it's really doing something significant to change your skin and to help diminish breakouts? I don't know. I don't think that there's real science behind that. That's all. Hello from Italy though, and welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Okay, Ashley Hack asked, thank you Ashley, thank you for your question. Do you know where she came in from? What question, where they asked her from?
SLMD.
Okay, from SLMD. Okay, thank you for following me there. That's my handles that are my skincare line, SLMD Skincare. So Ashley Hack asked, can we use body acne spray on the face? Absolutely, you can use it on the face. In fact, during a couple years ago when we were wearing a lot more masks, we were really advising people to spray the body spray onto their mask and kind of wave it a little dry and then put it on your face, because it can help to diminish the oil and debris and all, you know, it has salicylic acid in it. So what it can do is it can really help to clear your pores and make sure that they're less clogged so that you don't have as many breakouts. But you know, so I think you can certainly spray it on your face. I wouldn't go crazy with it, but because your back and your torso really can withstand more like stronger kind of treatment options, and they tend to get less dry and irritated, and your face maybe more likely could get dry and irritated, but it's absolutely fine to use that on your face, certainly. And then we also have Becca.Elizabeth. Hello, Becca. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us. The question is, how do you get rid of blackheads on the nose that are not deep and crazy? How do you get rid of blackheads on the nose that are not deep and crazy? Well, what was that question?
Maybe she's talking about sebaceous filaments.
Yes, maybe she's talking about, maybe you're talking about sebaceous filaments, but that are not deep and crazy. I mean, I think that, you know, it's hard to not look at your nose and be critical of it. It's right in the middle of your face, and if we use those magnifying mirrors, you know, and you're looking directly into your pore, that's why you probably even notice more of the pores that are enlarged in the middle of your face, because we're looking directly at them. It's hard to not look at them and not want to do something about them. So I think that the best thing to do is to throw away the magnifying mirror. That's one thing that I would say. You know, if you tend to look at that area too much, I would try to minimize that and not get too preoccupied with it, because it's normal to have blackheads. It's normal to have pores there. It's normal to have oil, more oil on your nose, and to have more noticeable, maybe little dark dots, because the little pores get a little dirt or debris in them, and it gets oxidized. And you have something called sebaceous filaments, which are normal, just sort of clogging of the pore. It almost looks like a hair that you can pull out, but it's just a normal process, normal part of our skin makeup. So try not to get too bothered by it, and do kind of use products like with salicylic acid. Great product to use. Like I have my salicylic acid face wash, which is part of my acne line at SLMD Skincare. My favorite thing to use. It really you can let it even sit on your skin before you take a shower. Let it sit there for maybe a few minutes or so, because that salicylic acid can really settle down into your pores and help to keep them nice and clear. And that would be my best advice, is to just maintain and just try to keep them as clear as you can, and not get too aggressive with like pore strips or really extractions, because that can cause more damage in the long run. So just try to, like, you know, stay consistent with your treatment, you know, with your daily life, and try to keep those pores clear with simple, more gentle topical products like my salicylic acid cleanser. Okay. All right, is it 9:30 already? First of all, oh my gosh, hold on, let me just adjust these things. Okay, I've got 4 platforms here, which is pretty crazy. The next handle is Mistress Kassar. Hello, Mistress Kassar. Thank you for joining us. The question is, my chin is full of whiteheads. They won't come to a head and they won't pop. Help. Okay, so I actually think that these might not be whiteheads, but that they might be milia. And the reason I say that is milia tend to stay in the same spot, and they're like almost like a little ball, a tiny little ball under the skin. You can feel it, and you try to squeeze it, but it won't come out. Whiteheads would tend to, that's like a comedone, or an early form of a pimple, and usually those would, they can be more easily extracted, maybe with like a little pressure, even more so. So it could be either a milia or a whitehead, but either way, you really want to soften them up with using a retinol. Retinols are great because they're going to help to kind of increase the efficiency of your cell turnover. So they're really gonna prep your skin to be able to extract those much easier, and so you don't have to be as aggressive on your skin. Like when you see some of the patients on my videos that have a lot of blackheads, and sometimes you see us working on them and they can't really come out, it's because they're kind of dried up and the skin's not prepped. You want to really steam your skin, and you really want to prep it with retinol, maybe using it on a daily basis for at least a few weeks beforehand. That's going to help to really make them a little bit more, make the skin overlying the milia or the whiteheads to be a little easier to kind of get to and to kind of squeeze out.